For the past 21 years, the Ayala family has been serving the Centralia community homemade, authentic Mexican cuisine at their family-owned and operated restaurant, La Tarasca. According to Lewis Talk, the family all became U.S. citizens in 1974 and opened the restaurant 23 years later in 1997. La Tarasca has always placed emphasis on family and authenticity. Marina Ayala, daughter of owner Margarita Ayala, says the sunshine is for everybody and enjoys serving family recipes to locals.
It's the way I grew up eating. It's this is how we traditionally eat. We don't have any. It's not smothered in a red. I think it's now. I think people call it enchilada sauce. We don't eat like that. This is the way we eat home. Every single time my mom came home from work, we had rice and beans, homemade tortillas on the grill. This is the way we ate, and no chips. Repeat, no chips.
And even though the family and food is genuine, business hasn't always been easy.
When we started here, it was tough just because around here people weren't used to authentic Mexican, but it was tough. I mean, it was like, as soon as people, when they go in there, they didn't see chips and, and salsa, so they just walk away. It was like that for a year and a half or so, and Mom, I asked Mom, maybe we should bring chips and salsa. She goes, you know what she said? She says, I still remember this. She goes, I don't know how to make chips, and if we don't make it our food, we're not going to make it at all. The best thing she ever did.
The family recipes have been passed down from generation to generation. Juan Ayala has started to learn the art of the craft in more detail and faces new challenges every day.
As far as the family recipes, it's very specific from the state of Michoacan, which is central Mexico. We come from a generation where my great-grandmother, my grandmother, and my mom have, been excellent cooks. Like, for example, my mom, her tortillas, I think they can't compare with any. I mean, she's been doing it since she was little, 10, 12, I'm not sure, and she loves it. It's a passion for her. Saying that is a passion from everybody. I have a passion for being there, too. I love being there. I love cooking. It's something that we can, maybe continue, some other kids too. I spend more time over there now because my mom fell ill. So I started kind of, going in there with her recipes, of course, but she's not a very good teacher. She's definitely tough in the kitchen. When she was teaching me, there was no cups of anything. She's like, pinch of that, pinch of this. But then she explains, she goes, look, sometimes, for example, the chilies, the jalapenos, for example, in the wintertime, they're not very good. They're like, you taste them, they're not hot, they don't have really any flavor to them. Mm-hmm. So you got to add other stuff. So if I tell you to put 5 chilies in there, what's going to happen? It's not going to taste the same. Mm-hmm. In the summertime, they're really hot, so what's going to happen? So, the consistency goes up and down. So that's why basically you add, and you taste. So that's why she says, that's why you don't have, like, add a tablespoon of this or a tablespoon of that.
Additionally, people come from all over the Pacific Northwest area to eat at the restaurant.
A lot of people who commute from Seattle to Portland or Portland to Seattle, this is the halfway spot, and I have people who have family in either spot, and this is where they meet all the time. Like a cute little story, I had families, these 2 siblings, they were adopted out, and one is down south, I think in the Oregon area, and one is up in Seattle, and this is where they meet.
La Tarasca isn't going away anytime soon. In the end, the restaurant's legacy owes to the one woman who made it all happen.
I wish someday I'd be quarter as good as my mother. She's a genius when it comes to Mexican cooking. She really is. And somebody that didn't have an education and didn't study, but she has a passion for what she does, and she really does. She's like the cornerstone of her family. I mean, she's awesome. Just because we're here because of her.